Good afternoon.
Good
My name is
afternoon.
Peeyush and I'll be taking your IELTS speaking, right? So can you tell me your full name, please?
My full name is Jagjit Singh Patwalia.
Okay, and what should I call you?
You can call me Jagjit.
Okay, Jagjit. So could you tell me where are you from?
I hail from a small town named as Jagadri near district Yamunanagar from Haryana state.
Okay. So can I see your identification?
Yes sir, here it is.
All right. Thank you. Now, in this first part, I would like to ask some questions about yourself,
Okay sir.
right? So, do you work or are you a student?
I recently completed my secondary education from Saraswati Public School Jagadri. Now I am pursuing my retail management from Guru Nanak Khalsa College Yamunanagar.
Okay. So, which was your favorite subject at school?
Well, there are numerous types of subjects such as physics, chemistry and maths, but my favorite subject is physics because I have a keen interest from my childhood days.
Okay. All right. So now let's talk about transport.
Okay sir.
What is your preferred mode of transport?
Well, there are numerous type of transports are available in our city, such as bus, train, and even some more things. But the most preferable transport, according to me, is bus because this may be because it provides some basic facility at a cheaper rate.
Okay. So at what uh, time of the day do you generally like to prefer to travel?
To be honest, it is really depends on the situation. Like for instance, if I go to any other city for any occasion or any appointment, then it is quite possible that I will travel at the morning time. But though at the same time, if there is any emergency, then it is quite possible that I can travel any time of the day.
Okay. Are there any problems traveling around your city?
Yes, some problems the public are faced by the public transport, such as the cleanliness of the transport, and even the transport as not comfortable as the pastime.
Okay. So in what ways do these problems affect you?
Well, it put a bad impression on me because when we travel, we have a adverse effect toward our city and our culture, because it is one of the crucial thing that used by the tourist and even other people of the country.
All right. So now let's talk about collecting things.
Okay sir.
Do you or anyone you know who like to collect things?
Definitely, my friend who have a fond of collecting shoes. It has a lot. It has about 15 to 16 pair of shoes, because he have a keen interest toward collecting shoes from his childhood day.
Right.
Because he like the trendy and fashionable shoes most, and also use shoes in their daily life.
How does he go about collecting these items?
Because when he tried the branded shoes, he felt that that is very comfortable for him, and even become very trendy, and the trend changed after time, about 1 year or 2 years.
How long has he been collecting these items?
I will remember that he collecting these things from about its age standard at the age of 13 or 14 years.
Now, I'm going to give you a topic and I would like you to talk about for 1 to 2 minutes.
Okay sir.
Before you talk, you'll have 1 minute to think about what you're going to say. You can make some notes if you wish. Do you
Okay sir.
understand?
Yes sir.
Alright. Here's some pen and a pencil for making notes, and here is your topic. I would like you to talk about something naughty you did when you were a child.
Okay sir.
Okay. So now you'll have 1 minute to make some notes if you wish.
Can I start, sir?
Yes, you will start now.
Well, there are numerous type of naughty incidents that occur in my life. Today, I would like to talk about a naughty incident that was a prank on my mother at the age of 14. I really remember that it was a time of summer vacation when I was playing with my friend in the playground nearby our house. And that time my one of the bosom friend gave me that idea that we should try a prank on someone. And my best friend is my mother on that particular time, because she told me some important thing toward my life and even some more things. So I told him about the TV prank on my mother, and he uh, s- uh, he fully support me on that particular idea. In addition, after some time, I called my mother that the television was broke down by myself, because we are playing cricket in our home at that particular time. And it was a prank on my mother, and my mother was terrified on that particular time, and came ration came uh, fastly from market, because she is going to market for some household chores and some more things to buy in. And that time she scold and she when she know about that, she scolded me, and it put a bad impression on my life, because from that particular time my mom did not trust me without any evidence or proof or on that from that particular incident. So to cut a long story short, that is the basic incident that put an adverse impact on my life.
All right. So, did you ever do the same thing again?
uh, no, I did not do that same thing again, because it have many negative impact on my life. And being up a gentleman in our life, that things are badly bad have a bad impression on my further life impression.
All right. So, that is the end of your Luca.
Okay, sir.
We have been talking about something naughty you did as a child.
Okay,
Now, I
sir.
would like you to discuss with you two more general questions about related to this. Let's first consider the topic of parental discipline.
Okay, sir.
Some people believe that smacking or using any type of physical violence or uh, punishment against children is wrong. What is your view?
As far as I'm concerned, it is definitely wrong, because it put an adverse impact on children mindset, and even they feel with the fire of their own respect and even some more things. So that is my view, that it has a negative effect on children lifestyle and its mindset. To cite an example, one of my uncle who scolded his children very much, and the children and because of this thing, he lost his image in the eyes of their children.
Okay, so why do you think some people have difficulty disciplining and controlling their children?
To be honest, it is because the parents do not have proper control on their children mindset, and even the requirement their children needs and some more things. So that is the primary reason why parents do not have a proper control on their children life. And the another important aspect is that they didn't check the proper schedule of their children, and even what the children is doing in their life is one of the another reason which have an adverse effect on children mind.
Okay. So, what are some of the disadvantages of having a strict upbringing?
Well, strict things are sometimes put a good impact on children mind, but from this children children take a feeling of loneliness and even social isolation, and feel with coach with rules and regulation. That is the primary thing that the children think on that particular time.
Okay. So, now let's talk about children misbehaving.
Okay, sir.
What do you think are some of the reasons why children misbehave?
As far as I'm concerned, it is because that parents do not control their children properly, and even do not tell how to respect older people and how to love the younger generation. So that is the prime reason why children misbehave with others.
Okay. So, do you think it is a good idea to ignore bad behavior or punish it?
I tend to think that it is to punish the children is a good idea, because it made them children think about their mistake that they done in their life, and do not do not do that particular thing again in their life.
Okay. So, do you think that children nowadays misbehave more or less than they did in the past?
As far as I'm concerned, children nowadays misbehave more because they have the technology of smartphone, and do not know the importance of their parents and even their grandfather. So that is the primary one of the main fundamental reason why children misbehave with their elder and their younger generation.
Okay. Thank you. That is the end of your speaking test.
Okay, sir.